Good afternoon, YouTubers. This is RC with RC's Coins and Collectibles, and I got a few banknotes I'm going to showcase for you today. These are some of the banknotes in my collection that are older series that I've actually found in the wild. One I did purchase, but the rest of them I did find in the wild, which was pretty cool. So I'm going to start off right here with this first one here, $2 note. This is a 1976 series. Nothing real fancy about the serial number, but the bill was in very good condition. It unfortunately has a little pen writing here, but again, I wanted this bill I wanted to keep this bill because it's the 1976 series. It was a very old bill, and to find bills that old, even today, that's a bill that's close to or is 50 years old. And so I definitely wanted to keep this one when I saw this one come through in change. And I actually got this as a change when I was buying some merchandise a while back. So, but anyway, that's the first one here. But I really like this bill, again, because it's an older note and it's a $2 note, which makes it really cool. The next one here is a 1974 series. I also found this one in the wild. I actually did some banknote hunting from the bank. Bought a strap of ones, and this was one of the ones that was in there again. Typically, a banknote is around 6 years, 6 months, or something like that. And this one survived, which I was very surprised. It is heavily circulated. You can see there's a crease right down here in the middle. Across the top here, you've got some ruffling here. There's the top of that crease, maybe in a little bit of a tear. Some fading, obviously. But as a whole, it's in pretty good condition. I mean, the borders are pretty good, but definitely creasing here, and there's some staining here on this back side. But again, it's a 1974 banknote. And you don't see many of these notes anymore in the wild, especially ones that are this old. So that was, again, another reason why I grabbed it, is it was still available in the wild. So the next one here, and this one here is probably one of my favorites. It's a 1963 A series. This is not the B series. Everyone's trying to collect the B series, which is the Barr note. That was with Joseph Barr. He was only the Secretary of Treasury, I think, for 28 days. And then when the presidency of LBJ ended, he resigned his position and went back to the private sector. I also found this one on a banknote hunt, which I was absolutely shocked that I found it, because this banknote is 60 years old. But not in bad condition considering the age of it. I mean, it has creases and stuff, and it's got some wrinkles across the top here. There's some fading on it, a little bit of staining on the back of the note, but as far as, the condition, it's in pretty good condition considering, it's from 1963. So, and when I saw this one, I definitely grabbed it. This was one I was not going to let go. So, value on this one, it's not a popular note because it's not a Barr note, for one, and it's not really a fancy serial number. I mean, the best you got here is a pair of 8s and a pair of 6s, so that's about the best you got on it. But as far as the collectability, it's pretty cool. Value in terms of monetary, not really. From what I'm understanding, if you're really into the banknote collecting, the older banknotes are the ones that are really worth grabbing, because they tend to have a lot more monetary value. And then finally here, I actually did buy this online. This is a 1934 Series C. This is a $5 note. Not a fancy serial number by any means. Is heavily circulated and very well worn. I did buy this off a bid auction site, and believe it or not, I got it for a pretty good price. When I typed in this serial number with the series date on it, the value of it in the circulated condition was what I thought was pretty good, and what I paid for it, I definitely did not pay a lot for it because I was able to get it on auction, and apparently there were not very many people bidding on this, probably just because of the condition. And condition is everything with banknotes. But even some of these older ones, I mean, this banknote here is 92 years old, in pretty good condition, but it's not great. But again, considering it's 92 years old, it is pretty good. But I bought this because I wanted to get a couple older notes in my collection, and the bid cycle was still fairly low when I got it, and I ended up winning it. So I was really happy with that. But as a whole, it's in pretty good shape as a whole, considering the age of it. I mean, there's no marks on it. There's it's some fading, and I think just your standard circulatory fading, discoloring of the note with being handled and so forth like that. But there's no tears on the bill. Obviously we got wrinkles, but there's no tears and there's no writing on it. So that's what I really like about it. But I was pretty excited I got it. So this was the newest piece I've added to my collection here. But anyway, that is all I've got for today. Again, I just wanted to showcase you guys some of the bills that I keep when I'm out collecting. I try to find old banknotes if I can. And if I do, I grab them. If not, well, I just keep out for the hunt. So, but anyway, I hope everyone is doing well on this wonderful Friday afternoon, and everyone's having a great weekend. This is RC with RC's Coins and Collectibles. Y'all take care.